I was your man, I was saying, I'm more aquaba. Unim Sunday, Ube PM or NPP camper. Dear, in penny for NPP, actually, said after the presidential election, no, and as a primaries no more no. In fact, Jero Honorable Kendina Papana, no, a how more and omu nim kwan o mefa so Jero Honorable Ken betumi bie na no akasa isan say party no ehia honorable. I was your my NTM penny for no emra.
But on a more serious note, me the way a MPP decided yes on a presidential primaries, you know, I saw this coming, and I saw it coming because the teams are a contest here, results are omunya campaign messages, the attacks on some people like Kennedy Agyapong and Nadia. Since Kennedy elusu yes so no menya sure say yatina no kasa ewo baby, which is also a bad sign for NPP. Sometimes obi eyedin ehu kra chende or kasa because they woni trim no untumi kra ehu na wa address it. Then recently so na yehu no say ya started for me committees dia committees no so bi so say omu nim committee creating omo ato so omo din ewa bonten, which also makes you think say the cracks in the NPP is not yet healed. And I'm saying so video bi so a eye Bawumia kasa because of the Nasame kasa one kasa no. I don't know say Bawumia ekosra won to me unless a wound to me and ekosra Bawumia. And in the video, no, Bawumia was calling him incoming. I don't know if you saw that video. And
now Bawumia when they shouted at a
incoming. Oh, you understand? So I was like,
incoming day.
Chairman.
About chairman.
One more chairman. But you name the wound to me. Don't your friend incoming, no? And I'm saying, Enti ekuku dambi so amope like Kennedy Agyapong and a former General Secretary John Boedu and I think two more names. Now Kofre will be incoming as a whole presidential candidate and as leader of the NPP on video. Then it becomes very problematic. When that thing happens, say nukro, people will take advantage of it and also fan it. Say edikwa akoko jina baby opoman so bezo so MPP base more and also so making some serious allegations and all that. You know, obebi sa won say MPP ankasa omunim states mua omwo ene yes so aye yempe uwonya 38%. Also say yen support we. So we yen support we no. Sampini ampa okono ko lusu a. On fine say na we what be show. But when you are neutral in all this and na sempo ye wie constituency regional and national and sana mokwakoto your friend is a presidential abana owini a obi anim so onmotu sumo executives leader into the huson. But now Bawumia is in a very tight corner. Ekoni say ya yebeka so onwa edane susu ya ebeka say onwa and ne obi aso ye campaign menim same esha ase na meni ha de ba benim so chia Bawumia de a se obi aba be sha ase a ene enti anko Bawumia ne yere enti anko Bawumia ne yere
I know always ase akasa I won't cheer president.
Oh, Debbie, many Michelle will be a TFO na refo na bia. My president and the incoming so it neutralizes me. What you say? But see idea, omo say vote about me.
That's what say one year one body.
So now content the next year prime minister.
Godwin.
You know presidential. If you are president in this so. Some pressure we are not in this so. Yes, but you see the truth, so they say, sometimes based on the position on person, or friend to me, or say 1,000, John Boy the 1,000. Also so the 1,000.
Godwin.
No soon no more. Or better was something.
That's what you used to say. A binom so you see Dr. Bawumia Dia Omode yesa.
That is why I am saying say omo party na omo butu no ama muja abebigina party ni tiri.
Omo butu is saying.
Say ade anka be start to polling station or their back on so and say but the man done the tia ba be chefo.
But say nkwan yeso ni formula.
Oh yes. But the taste so e be depend say tomatoes di ka ko mu ana say dey cause you na bon kwa. It also no when they say mun time that's what the problem. Enti be bia omedru se si ano there. It's a very difficult position.
Okay.
And Bawumia had an overwhelming victory, which means the support is there. Into bia per se order into my day, a bonnet there, and that is where the danger. Or also, so they were starting afraid a minimum incoming. So when we incoming and
no movie no so do tunes near you. It do my memory so SMS may call through a processor. I'll definitely go through a process. Until Dr. Bawumia has not said anywhere. And I'm not speaking from a position of ignorance and speculation. Because I'm a very close member of his team. Until yes, I'm about it now has say I may pretend and I'm be here and it is not true. It is not true. However, Asani made a very useful point, which I want to reiterate. Also, our contest. Politics is about calculation. Obe share or the niema be brebe ko into a dream. Maka say okay. Man can do this a hand and but then no mathematical analysis be who say it be a idea me kwa m1 instead me person me call this position. You have to give the person that benefit of the doubt. Because nipa no o decide so be call for position A no. You na okazo onko A. If you no asan court na say no the same person me could be here. Why do you have to fault the person? Tell no there me say it is new in our politics. It is not. For obi to say Yura Kokofu, send an General Secretary. Maybe what's not say in a calculation.
What's the no?
I saw a poster, yes. My who says the same, and what's son of this so called to a region, which is the Ashanti region.
Also, yes, I'll step down.
Yes.
Also, so no. Now, Ubinia Cooker, or no swado in the past. So, no, so no, airbo 5, Miniamus is about, or yes, and Quebeco. National organizer. National organizer, and any public pen and echo. Right, I just global, no, I could be paying, on an B, and Alpha, or no so good. Ali Mega, or no so another regional executive from Bono, former. No so the Nwababe shame. You have others, they also believe, say, they can win. Nana K. So another vibrant young man. Say, be a Moses Abwat man says, okay. This is a crew doors one international he thinks that okay, now more DNS also can be useful in this area. So he can afford that. On the area of communication, and one of the deal now where people who help Bawumia. All of them. Ali Mega was an integral part of Bawumia's FBB drive. Omana more or less the canvases. Ubiti titles global worked for Bawumia. Ubiti Moses Abono worked for Bawumia. Into how on earth Bawumia says that those who helped him was also catch us meet me on Yejuma. That's where the propaganda is. Now let me take what kind of communication. Gordon Asaibedia has been a bosom friend of Bawumia for years. Miracles Denis Abwaje is also a bosom friend of the man. Into how Vip says it means me and Gordon in Yejuma. But me personally, my advice is that share and yet time be an SA and a change in the internal reorganization of a party. One would say, okay, I have say yin na ya ho de no but we between the holding we na kwhye ha no kwan da we all can still have a seat at the table. Because contest you kwa ba ko be lose. Ba ko pe ne be win ye draw. It is a I would actually wish, say, look, the kind of talent available to the MPP today, if the party was still not attractive, in polling station election, and some of the areas can't hit at all. The mere fact that people still feel enthused about the process, say, part of the decision-making process, shows clearly, say, party, they still have a lot of confidence in it. It's me, when you are contest now. Me, I wish all of them the best. But then also, so don't also paint the picture. Say, Nipa no your presidential candidate, no. He absolutely should not show any interest in the race. That would be unfair to him.
Also interest?
No. His interest is to make sure the party, so will select competent hands that can help him to win. It should be his interest. If he doesn't have interest in people on Betimiabwa, in persons, in positions, in categories, you may not necessarily have to like the person. You don't necessarily have to like the person. But you have to give credit, say, or will be able to offer to make you win. In my constituency like this, some of the posters and faces I have seen, if you ask me, say, campaign my constituency. But if you ask me, say, do I doubt their competence? I don't doubt their competence. Because given the opportunity, they can also work hard to make me say vote in a presidential candidate. It's not about what you like or what you don't like. It's also about people who can help you to get to the finishing line. Baumia's interest is to make sure as a party, as they go through its reorganization, select or elect. I'm using these two words, select and elect, because if you are Albecono, Omano pay the architecture, so you person nipa 5 years no more than it. You have any challenge, but in that place you cannot say change now. So select and elect competent people are on to move the party from minority in parliament to majority in parliament, to move it from opposition to government, and that is Baumia's interest, and that clearly cannot be. And again, we have more chairmanship now. So we tried bringing in the wound to me and all that. Look, Dr. Baumia share almost all of these as far now was incoming because he believes that we have potential. Then you shouldn't be on the ballot. He says same to almost all the aspirants that personally I have been there. And let's be clear in our minds. It doesn't have to be our donor. You don't have a choice. It's also not true. Say President Akufo-Addo says Kennedy Agyapong, he never said that. That time, mind you, I was a national officer.
Some do protect him.
I'm a national youth organizer. When Afoko was chairman, when Kennedy Agyapong was secretary, when Sammy Crab was first vice. But in a party, there are times you disagree, there are times you agree. We've moved on from there. But you see, I like the way Akogan has focused on the MPP. Whether you still have a sitting national chairman, yeah, thank you, Tom. Need to be that in the annals of our political history from 92. No campaign.
Or to show appreciation to the people.
No problem. No started campaign. You had element from Jubilee House questioning why the chairman was going to. I didn't agreed by all. I said Kasim. The chairman called around that party for us. The president so who said no. Chairman, we are start. So I'm also embarking on the regional tour. What is happening is not a joke. Then you have your daily post next. Send you account the signing of a legal education reform. Finance Minister Bemde. Picture legal education reform bill. No, the chief of staff about 5.
Okay, budgetary provision.
Chief of staff. When someone said, look, at what the general they are to general picture. They are to general. You madam check it. Oh, baby are to general. Oh, one baby a finance minister.
The president
above 5. No.
Oh, how?
I'm the chief of staff, so original right hand man. We are making an say, Ako. Ye clean up exercise. No, nothing about started the process. You are apart from national chairman going round, and on them chroma, when who banners, when who mini billboards, when who posters. Back when I'm here, I'll be to say, it's the time, victory 2028. Now who Julius, grassroots for Julius. One tema committee 2, there's a grasshoppers for mosquito. Worried about yours. Yeah, dear, me see here no. Yeah. Oh, dear, yeah, no. Yeah. I won't wish NDC success in their reorganization or election, but I wish the NDC luck as they begin a journey. Now, General Mosquito, I'm clear you won't go for national chairman again,
sir. Oh, no.
And then the 12th of May, you won't go for national chairman again. And then one share. And then BC or Wishi students, Wasi or Wishi students.
That's why we chairman.
So, the global info analytics for no polling.
Someone of the chairman can say someone correct.
Almost started polling. Chairman Abeyin and also on correct. Omo edi omaba all the so as contenders. Atwa Abeyin and also on Kobi. Harun Abeyin and also on Kobi. Julius Abeyina, Chairman Abeyina, Prof Abeyina, none of them. Isn't it strange? Abaya ended 18 months old in government. People believe that the ship will sink until they are beginning to also form in their heads their own government. Isn't it strange? But these are partakers in the government. National Chairman, President's first list of appointees. President will opportunity to appoint 5,000 people into positions. National Chairman Dr. Kweku Ezedun Ketia, or can the first list of deputy CEO for MIF. MIF doesn't have a deputy in the organogram and doesn't have a deputy in the act. Yeah, then a koto. One just salary that. Obe complaining as we are probably as a kwanutum. Originally, on also did papechi. Nti ne papa no ko thank you to no mo ko dey. Madam, what is happening no? Ti me na nya akwa, government ka bi o.
And Dr. Bawumia to
say, I just want to wish you luck. But na akwa be ko post bi.
So one that you know,
we have the audience. We go be
source info analytical be answer.
He's a good man.
Come in the Mafia Stock case, there's a deputy attorney general Yoko Boss, and I can find one some different, teams.
The way Honorable Kwapa Mana Center on chairman. Now what portrait is say as if to say general bar out. And what back can say may quote flag bearer. I'm say nobody wants I got in town Dr. Kokwesi do so say also did the campaign who could down who say and I'm making a mistake chairman so number goodness nti want to me thank you to within a short period no we
could be no
juma sa nti let's give him the benefit of
as the chairman contest flag bearer
yes because of my bunch of cancel the contest
and then 12th of May let it be on record say you back
the on cancel
the 12th of May we do declarations now, but this day too. They say chairman is running for flag bearer.
No, but honorable, maybe sir chairman said or be contesting for flag bearer. If you do MOL, I didn't say no kai.
Also,
yeah, position and I say party politics no yeah
position we that we dey NC that.
Also, we are Kennedy Agyapong can be say president there on the year there. So be kwa uncle. But
now media yeah accept to say thank you.
Thank you to. So now we say
fire was last on
a more serious note, Tano South MP.
Pictures we pa do now was.
Tano South MP.
Vice President. Patrol
my friend.
I remember that someday
man and second channel complete.
I
come about okay
Tano South
is the only national officer called Julius Party. Chairman uncle, secretary uncle, organizer uncle guy you did well. In fact, pictures I'm saying okay. So far, we manage with Jubilee.
A general secretary, say not general secretary.
No way.
difficult no ni
Sunday no ni ho
na chairman wo
Saturday so na me ni ho
me say na chairman wo na organizer wo
me hu pictures no
why political party at the be functional executives of a party
assembly ni
no easy
my tell me you me dey na no bed the person akoga hu say yeah dey osi moja gina yetu no problem what dey say moja original we free it's just a matter of time sometime.
Yeah, turn us out MPM so my speech be during donation of street lights. Now all country microphone say omo any light no go street. They should be very careful. No be anka say NPP for neti ho and I say NPP ni biti ha enti yem fa mbo ho. Say o de ko bo ho a e bi kropa na npa da che oba be di wachi enam wodwuma be so na be ho anya dom na say o partisan now can say NPP for handle van ko bo ho that is not what he's looking for and I think say MPs should emulate that so the be o why any partisan a street life for community ndi be be bebo bia yem famo
okay the na maker no buffer stocks case Deputy Attorney General Yoko bossing different tunes enjoy I think say in incidents enjoy news so and Rory Monacha confirm say ye buffer stock opinion hanan and then ho kenny no cre so much no lawyers and so eba ho no mo a eno so ye no cre bo mo bae no wentimi anya adaje ama o misanse no address other cases and ages say when ye no cre sa say lawyers ne bae no pay attention to ntele papers no e dia base enyo for no more 2 minutes akon so beti be every honor.
You see,
challenge be
my little problem is that I don't know why Ebinum feel say they must be treated differently.
Okay.
What you say? Yeah, not any problem. Okay. Me who politician be ya chena. Ya de no court. Na handcuffs egunen sada. I'm yet to see it, especially at our level. Me who no be that. And so me enkoche obi ewa montene. Na handcuffs egunensa ebi kra they depend on the crime na ebi so egunenan but quantify the amount of money involved na ebi so say the handcuffs egunensa ne nan no comparatively na nka say ho ananka handcuffs egunensa but enne ye che anase ye invite obi no ye political person pepepe ni edimirika akwakogu police station ade yes NDC ye bi into say MPP yeah and you see the number of people are ene under MPP omoko court and the omoko yoko for investigation and adieno strategically bebre that's what monkasa because they know say as a son one kasa equiprinity now we so be any case no ho na the lawyers no so aboa no ho so omo koma omo pe enomoko
na
let me end on this one then let me end on this one then your question comes in tama yachi wuntumi a okay MPP phone sorry o
was it Ghana phone
sorry o otire na po e ka chere no oso no oko yoko because our case wo are investigating
okay
so no ankasa emie na no a ankobi exactly that is how the operations work
the meme can say na ye chewo na say yetimi deny wo se bia wo legal team e pese omo and oba be din komo a ye de wako yoko but I say ye deny wo that right na
for me Ghana is older than that what I say
yeah.
Because the person can even decide say me who me lawyer me nkasa and me bremu so sa your friend is saying they used to have a word be a ye be bruwa ma wankasa wakasa and no be jimi bre and no to me embu obi say talk true talk harm friend talk true intime ye sin na sum ne ye ni say na be ya ono ankasa ebe kan bibi ni atro ato ho the obetro atuhobia under duress bia okokot no ka say say na but I did this under duress asem nyina etwem.
Okay.
So for me, let's give people the right to go through processes. Say nebeya ye chimni etuma ono ankasa to me who say every right available to him was granted to him. It is not a matter of so you man a comfortable place to sit and all those things. Say however comfortable the place is, and ye baby a comfortable and mammy, and I am tensed in an AC room, it doesn't mean anything to me. Intimacy, now the approach of some of these things, you know. Ye na yenfa edimboni bi embo John Dramani Mahama edimboni.
Okay. Oh, over here.
Almost say police for Brofu be almost say is it you have the right to keep silence
Meander rights.
Or whatever you
whatever
say.
you say, you know,
will be used against you.
And you in the so I say come here. Sometimes if you don't sing you say found some and two job and Attorney General Babonte Beka sometime during one of his briefings say Enkrofo aban nchen abe ankomo pe plea bargain and ebi mo so aba o hwehwe na che say omo tua they are ready to pay. Those people we don't know them. Yes, you say achi hanan, you say achi won't to me, but the noise that came with it and the euphoria at which party supporters omoko jina yoko ne sa no mano and no na man sa ankrofo bi mo omodin abe as if to say ebi mo okropa no mo case probably bigger than Hanan modern but exactly enti mayam politicizing arrest in this country say yes we will never get justice because normal actually omen through politicians and heads of institutions and agencies no enya de ketwa enya sebe eye agualajo ene yekowi ayo but omo ayamo appointment nti ade na ehun ko ba asem na say investigate here na afedi yen so ya to de say support sankofo no yemma law no enye law na enye na dwuma say de say fata anya say ye twintwa amanfo nam say ye lawyers na ye fight for these people. We want to put something in the public domain na be topical discussion to say ye kan hase and can say ye try report say ye discuss obi asabe ye susu say bibi say no, it is not our duty. Okay. Okay.
I think the crux of the matter now, or the buyer that is that the AG and Yoko boss are singing different tunes. Whereas in the Hanan case, AG dropped all the charges for court. He and his wife were shortly rearrested after AG had dropped all the charges. Now, the confusion buyer was that Deputy Attorney General said the reason why Hanan was kept in custody and an normal train for interrogation and all that was, and then the lawyers were not around. And according to the deputy AG, wasn't the lawyers instead of interrogation, the lawyers were granting interviews. That's it. And a Yoko boss is also speaking to another news outlet, said that Hanan more than about back, now Mr. Maye busy, I mean interrogating PDS and Kofi matters. Inti clearly no what is also we bought the lawyers for the accused now because if the Yoko boss or no any area or no office or no the director in charge of that office is telling you so one buy na my busy now deputy agencies so mama no be no more granting interviews. So that is where I'm saying the matters are, but fundamentally I think sir, you see, power is transient. I keep saying it. And let your loyalty be to the state. It's not about the politician or the politicians you're supposed to the state. It's on the call. But more the responsibility, the interrogators, the staff and officials now more you just have to do a professional and diligent job. Also recognizing say before you or some fundamental human rights. And then what has become a big concern to the MPP, which I fear is future, is that ye cho eba yokwa. I had to say per the laws of our country, and now every offense is bailable. But bail conditioner the better one, it makes it sometimes practically impossible. So be near with the dim say ubetimienya bail. And that is of a big concern to the NPP because we believe say the propensity say a bit violate in for right. And they NDC in the war so you are part of the government, so you won't see the seriousness of it. The shoe could be on another foot. Dan kwa maybe a bit bi. I don't know, you have adventurous players in the government. Says any Kofa Ghana airport as a billboard. Na Kofa Menchia Palace as billboard. So that is where I fear for the democracy of our country. Because ABNA, Yadiayobi, Enya Wabna, Enya Sanita, Enya Akogan. By the time will come, you'll be in opposition. Also, by friends say, oh, yeah, the bill condition, so then it makes it difficult. Not your case, women's any pam, you know, no, we say, done was it. Obi Biana, or ye accused, or ye proven guilty. My court process is not improving the guilty. Or ye even proven guilty, still the human rights need be a war. It's not extinguished because it's been proven guilty, or even the right to live.
Okay, me that say. I was your 40 has say any day komo boni nyina e simple for me da masepa e wo momre ne mada chie